Are we all clear?
Yeah, there's no bomb.
Okay, all officers, can I get the units we
Waiting
discussed
for,
into position?
Harry to tell us we can all go inside.
Yeah, it's clear.
David,
Yes.
how are you today?
I'm alright, how about yourself?
I'm good, good.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna hang outside for a little bit. Where is you at, Jared? Oh, never mind.
I'm right in front of you.
Alright.
Okay. We'll just hang out on these steps.
Yeah. I'm gonna be listening, but in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Wise Crow? How you doing?
I'll let people in. Can we send them up to you?
Yeah, have them line up outside the door. We'll have PD search them as they come up. Good.
You ready, Miss White?
Sending Frapples up.
Yeah, are you?
Okay, sending Frapples up.
You ready? You pumped? You excited?
Yeah, I'm ready. How you doing, Luke?
You doing? Backwards and
You
forwards.
guys ready? I'm gonna stand up here, just with them.
100 bullets going back.
Oh, so excuse me, sir. Would you mind coming back?
I'm sending four.
Right, can we form 2 queues, please? Can you get split into 2 queues?
One guy
Just to make things easier. If you just stay behind the barrier, sir. Can we excuse me, sir.
I think he's secure. Okay.
Okay. If you excuse me, sir.
Ralph, stop.
I'll start.
Get in line.
Lauren,
Arms up.
my arms are up.
Yeah, okay, we'll
So
put
I
them
can
up higher.
contact you easily in the future.
Come up higher.
You're so awkward.
Better.
Got it?
Better.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, so you good to go.
Oh, Seffi boy.
You wouldn't mind turning around for me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Alright, fantastic.
What's up, Ken? How you doing, bro?
Thank you very much.
Next.
Hey man,
Hey, dude, how you doing?
I'm doing terrible. I've got no food.
Oh, that sucks. Try not to die. Right. Let's have a look. You good to go?
Thanks, man.
Next.
Story good, Mark.
Alrighty. Got anything on you?
Yep.
What have the people showed up dressing essentially what homeless people
You
wear?
good to go, sir?
What the hell's going on?
Don't talk about your
Next.
own dress sense, bro. Fine.
Did he fucking say that to me, mate?
Alrighty, sir.
Language, please.
No, big child.
You
Is
to
that
go.
from Fisher Price?
Thank you.
Look at that gun.
Next.
Is that gun from Fisher Price?
How you doing, sir?
Fucking late, right here.
Fantastic. Got anything on you? No. Fantastic. Good to go. Next.
I've got nothing on me.
Nothing on you. Yeah, just gonna double check that, sir.
Just a radio. It's a food.
Alright, good to go.
Okay. Do I need to take the mask off?
Alright, so how you doing?
Jared, is Miss White on this radio?
I'm doing fantastic. Let me just
No,
research.
she's a drone.
Alrighty, good to go.
10-4.
Next.
Set.
on my gun.
Alrighty, sir. How you doing?
Yeah.
What was that, sorry? Wow. Yeah.
Search
go
it
for
first, and
Good
then
to
yeah.
go. I've given it a search. She's clear.
I'm on jury duty. Do you know where I'm supposed to be?
We did
I
have someone
would
walking
just-
with a mask. But we
Jared,
Do we know where they want jurors?
Send them through to talk to.
Hold on,
Send them.
hold on.
Oh shit. My bad.
come here.
Yeah, send them into the courtroom and I'll deal with them.
All right, come on here. You're a juror.
Yeah.
All right, come on in here. Talk to this gentleman in this suit.
Okay, I will take my mask
Oh,
off.
right. Are you two both jury members?
Right, you went.
I am, yeah.
Go away.
Right this
I'm allowed
way.
to be here. No, you're gonna see the scar. You're gonna see the piercing blue eyes and the punctured jaw chin.
Thank you.
I took it off. Yep. Can I put my mask back on now, please? I'm putting it back on.
Mark, sit behind. Mark, sit behind.
Oh, like
He's sitting
one
on
row
the-
behind?
Yeah, where I'm out.
Where is Chloe?
I'm good here. I've got a good
I
view.
have no idea.
Bro, imagine we need to do the given thing.
I'm good. I like being up here. I want to put my mask back on.
Yeah, I'm quite
You could ask us to be moved.
I say probably get a gallery seat here.
Shut up, Bob. You're over what next to you?
I mean, okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh,
Where
sorry.
you go?
I wanna, Mister. Can I sit it next to you guys? I wanna get
Oh,
like.
I see her,
between
Jared.
you
Yeah.
guys.
She's on the right
Scooch
behind the
up.
TV. It's hard to see her.
Okay.
Just sit here.
What the hell's that guy? That's
Set
not
this-
a judge.
You got it, Bob. I believe in you. Oh, is
Thank you.
it
What's
just
that?
Murphy?
Written down in
What,
the
bring
back
that
of my
other
hat.
way.
What are you doing
What's up,
outside?
Andy?
Everyone
He's a
inside
judge.
that's out here. PD is still holding the
He's-
Why
front
is he
door.
a judge? You ain't got a clue what day it is.
I'm inside the courtroom.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, he is perfect. Yes, I saw him. I was
I
like,
believe everyone that was outside
How
is now in.
how are we doing? You got your room.
God. Except
Oh,
beside
it's all
me.
messed up. This
Need to
guy.
pick up some speakers.
Ow, you're so heavy.
And say that's all good.
Why you sound like that?
I already want to die.
Don't sound so happy.
I'm sorry, sir. It wasn't in my eyes.
Confidence, Steve.
Hello, how-
You got this.
I'm not wishing you the side good luck.
Alright, can I get some silence for just a moment, please?
I'm not wishing you the
Or
side good luck.
our jurors, can you both hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Once the court proceedings have finished, you will be asked to head back to the juror room, at which point you will be able to cast your vote, either guilty or not guilty based on the evidence. The
This is like first.
voting will
so
have to continue until it is unanimous.
She's good.
So
Outside on the couch, just cuddling.
we will have you back
Doing
there
her
until
thing.
At that time, we will. Then we will have you escorted back out, and we will have the verdict read. Any questions, comments, or concerns about that?
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Where's your witness go?
Usually on the left-hand side.
Second.
I want this guy for a judge. I definitely want this guy for a judge.
Someone drag out Mrs. Lauren thingy over there.
Why? What have I done?
What you're gonna do?
What have I done? What have I done, Whiskey 69? What have I done?
Wow.
What's up, Chief?
That's the person who did it, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, and then you need that thing over there, I guess, as well to speak, right? Where that little
Yes.
box thing is.
Yes, please.
As long as I don't sweat at all.
Right.
What can I do for you, sir? What can I do for you?
One day I'll be able to sit
Okay,
down.
you're coming this way then. This is the secured area.
My bad.
You're in the way. Look,
I have to have you go back out these doors, go around the front of the building, and they'll deal with you there, okay?
Is there a way to lock those doors down there, Jared?
I'm just gonna, hold on to lock them.
Okay.
the doors, by the way. There's PD going to be on the outside of the front doors at the courtroom. And we'll be able to...
It's the side door.
One at the bottom.
That's the side door.
Don't bring attention to it, really. I don't think people are going to see it.
Someone just tried walking in through this door.
Okay.
So is there any way we could... Okay.
I dealt with it, don't worry.
Oh, why are you not liking me?
I can hear
your
you.
face is ugly.
So's your mum.
All good reasons.
How you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, it looks like it just kicked in, Murphy.
I'm gonna...
Okay,
I'm gonna
clear.
turn off my radio.
Microphone isn't working. We can all take a break. All right, hold off. I'm not going.
Oh no, I think
Nope.
you'll find it's working. I think you're finding it's working just fine.
Yes.
Cat watching myself.
Not gonna lie, is this criminal or
Gotta
something?
do what you gotta do.
What's about
Criminal.
Is someone talking?
You're the
This is-
jury. How
this is
how
a
would
criminal.
You not know if it's a civil or criminal case?
Nobody's told me anything.
Can you speak? Hello? Go. Wait. Keep talking.
Yes.
This is a test of the sound box that Murphy made up.
I can hear you.
Murphy, is it working?
Yeah. No.
Sadly.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Can he
Sadly.
speak?
No.
This is a
Can I
test.
hear everybody? What the hell?
There's 2 Jimmy Dales.
Can we ask the
Gotta do
judge
what you
just
do.
to
I think everyone is
There's 2 Jimmy
shouting.
Dales. There's one next to me and one
Search.
by the side.
I think everyone's stuck shouting.
Yes.
Sorry, just coming through. Excuse me.
Jared, can you change your voice box from shout to whisper?
Shave.
With
blonde hair.
Yeah.
Right,
Didn't
gentlemen,
have to
just a
like
minute.
you.
Just
Oh,
a minute.
okay.
I'm sorting the little microphone over here's got a little thing.
See, it just changes.
The microphone's
Yeah, I
got a
think
little
it's
thing, or
stuck
you've
that
got
way.
What the hell is this browser
no,
history?
sorry to be-
You try plugging it in.
Actually, should be better.
Try turning it off and on again.
Yeah, that's
Sure, man, I
the
can
reason
help.
why it's not
I'm
working.
good with technology.
Punch it.
Blow into it really hard.
Everyone make sure you're drinking and eating because...
Hugo the cord.
Like me some food then, please.
Them old people and technology.
What's up, Jeremy? Chris, how you doing, my guy? Good to see you.
With that,
So just don't say anything, but when you're in that
There's no
room,
search history.
Chris
That's
could probably be
disgusting.
making a killing right now if they were here. Can I have some food now?
Thank you.
so just be careful of that.
Eat some food, please.
I didn't hear you.
Watermelon for sale, $100 a pop.
When you're in the courtroom, you're going to be shouting.
There you go. Bye, Judge.
It's fixed.
All right, thank you.
I am an
Okay,
unsafe.
Okay.
the judge. You just attacked guy. Ah, damn.
Excuse
All
me,
right.
sir.
I'm gonna move you in a bit.
For Christ's
Ladies
sake.
and
Sorry, Judge,
gentlemen.
just one more minute.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but eventually you can give me a sandwich for this.
Mask back on, Billen, to be honest.
I know, I look like a fish.
You want Subway? 4 heads back on main man. What the hell?
Right on. Move over, man.
Sit down and shut up.
Yeah, sharp, man.
You guys want to be a little bit more respectful in the courtroom?
Shush.
Kick you out.
Do
or
us
what?
for both.
Yeah,
You
tell him,
mate, you tell him.
Mate, I've got an army of gibbons outside. Don't stop.
All right.
Okay.
As a
Oh,
reminder,
it's just a promise, mate.
those found in contempt of court will be fined $10,000 and sent to jail for 15 months. So, peanut gallery, keep it down. Murphy, are we good to go now? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the case of State v. Frapples. Would the state please read the charges being at this time? Please read the charges, Lamont.
Okay, the charges are attempted murder of an officer, police officer.
And what is the state seeking?
The state is seeking full charges.
What about in terms of time and fines?
Max.
Okay. All right. The floor is yours, Ms. Lamont, for the state for your opening statement.
Okay.
What's up, Matthew? How you doing?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning.
I think
hope
Bob's
everyone is
gonna win
fine
this
today,
case.
but we are
I honestly think
gathered
Bob's
here
gonna
today
win.
to determine whether or not Mr. Bob Frapples is guilty or not of the attempted murder of law enforcement officer Jay Hall. Mr. Bob Frapples is only being charged with attempted murder of a police officer after fleeing an island where the officer was found with life-threatening injuries. The facts and evidence you will hear today will prove that not only did Mr. Frapples have the means to attempt to murder Officer Hall, but that he had every reason to do so. You will hear witness testimony, see photo evidence, blood analysis, and if warranted, body cam footage to prove Mr. Frapples did indeed attempt to murder Officer Jay Hall. Thank you.
Mr. Frapples, your opening statement.
Thank you. Thank you. With pleasure. Okay, first off, I would like to say thank you, jurors, for coming here to listen to the trial of me, Bob Frapples. This evening, I am forced to represent myself because, listen, I'm not a crook. I have nothing to hide. We will hear this evening as I analyse the evidence that the officers present to you. I will demonstrate to you that I am not a crook. I am an upstanding businessman and refuse collector. I will clearly present that not only did I not torture or kidnap or hurt an officer of which I have never met, but I have been implicated in a crime of which I have already served my time for. Thank you, and I wish you death.
State's floor.
Okay, first I'd like to bring up the witness, Bravo 1 Chief Hafner Sarson to the stand.
Chief Sarson, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do promise.
Your witness, Mrs. Lamont.
All right, Mr. Sarson, would you walk us through the events of that night in question?
Absolutely. We'd been receiving notes throughout the day about a kidnapping of an officer, part-time then, Lima 07. We had followed the notes and broken down the decryption of said
What's
notes
up, Jose?
to locate that
How
he
you
was
doing?
in fact on an island off the coast.
I'm chilling,
of the
man. How you
Zancudo
doing?
Bridge.
Doing well. Thank you,
Myself,
Jose. Appreciate it, brother.
Lamont and Dominic scrambled in Air 1 and started conducting searches of all the islands around the Los Santos region.
Thank you, Jose. Appreciate it, brother.
We had to ground the flight due to light. However, not long after the flight was grounded, we received an emergency call of an officer in distress. I scrambled Air 1 myself, piloted it towards the location, which was said island off the coast of the Zancudo Bridge. Upon arrival, I saw 3 boats and a number of individuals using firearms towards the island. These included handheld pistols and submachine guns, automatic fire. I was calling this all out on radio the entire time and had units scramble to mobilize. A boat took off with 1 pilot and at least 2 individuals in there. I followed at a safe distance to ensure that I was not going to come under direct fire myself.
Sir, please leave.
The boat itself was piloted after the fact, we found out, by Mr. Frapples. He dropped passengers off, one in the ocean towards the shore, a little down the coast of Zancudo, and the other one he led us on an entire chase around the island of KO.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it, brother.
Now, I'm aware we do not have official jurisdiction on KO. However, jurisdiction does follow in the pursuit of a chase of crime committed within the territorial waters of Los Santos, which is why I was able to follow him in Air 1. Another passenger, he slowed down and let the other passengers jump off towards the island. I continued the chase with the boat. This chase lasted quite a long time, and eventually he started circling in and around the Los Santos port dockyards before taking it up the storm drain, where he eventually beached the boat, and we had Dominic on foot chasing him. The chase lasted a good couple of minutes. Sergeant Dominic was giving lawful orders for him to stop, which Mr. Frapples ignored. He was eventually tased and subdued, and therefore arrested. He was taken to Davis PD for interrogation, where he stated he was doing reconnaissance for fishing in a black ribbed boat wearing one of his good suits. He had no fishing equipment, no fishing gear, and no history of fishing upon him. Mr. Frapple's record is quite long and involves multiple charges of the use of illegal firearms, attempted murder, as well as a number of other crimes.
Strike that. We don't bring up the past of an individual's. The jury will ignore the history of the defendant's record.
Right, okay, my apologies, Judge. He called down a lawyer, and just how it so happened to fact that the lawyer's DNA was found at the scene also. Given to me that they were, in fact, I'm not sure if I can say that, Judge, because that might be, listen, I'm just going off the facts of the case. The lawyer's blood was found at the scene, and he wasn't allowed to represent him at the time due to him being under arrest also for suspicion. I myself helped conduct this interview, and I was in touch with the relative authorities, and at that moment in time, we let Mr. Frapples go of this charge on the proviso he would return at any point for questioning we had for him for this case. The statement I have said is true to the best of my knowledge, and that is all.
Thank you. No further questions. Mr. Frapples?
Yes,
Mr. Frapples,
I
your
would like to
witness.
cross-examine the witness. Thank you. Mr. Richardson, how are you?
Well, thank you, Mr. Frapples.
Okay, so you stated in your committee, and I quote here, B. Richardson observed 3 individuals on a boat fleeing the island as he arrived at the 911 call, placed in suspect shot at Air 1 with Class 1s and Class 2s. Is that correct?
To the best of my knowledge,
sheriff.
yes. There was direct fire, I felt, at Air 1 at that time.
Did you find any Class 1 or Class 2 firearms on the person or property of Mr. Frapple?
To the best of my knowledge, I didn't personally, as I was flying a helicopter, Mr. Frapple.
Well, the report states that absolutely no Class 1 or Class 2 firearms were found upon person, Mr. Frapple. On approach of the island, did you see myself upon the island at any stage?
Yes. You were to the right of the boat.
Okay. At any stage during the approach, pursuit, or detention of myself, did you witness me brandishing a Class 1 or a Class 2 firearm?
Not to my knowledge, no. However, approach to the island, it was dark, and Air 1 has seriously been limited in its instruments.
At any stage, the pursuit, detention, or approach of myself, did you feel threatened by my behavior?
When you were running around refusing to cooperate with the officers, you were a bit belligerent, which is why you were subdued. As you
with regard
yourself
to
as a threat.
what state would you say I was in after I had been held at gunpoint by 2 masked individuals? What state would you say my emotions were in?
It's hard to tell, Mr. Frapples, as at no point did I see any guns pointed at you. And it's a bit hard to say what I can and cannot say on the record.
Thank you. Okay, do you believe that I would have had any motive whatsoever or to harm or injure or kidnap the officer with regard Mr. J?
Yes.
Do you believe that I had a personal grievance against the officer?
Not to my knowledge. You just don't like the police.
But have I ever kidnapped and tortured a police officer before?
Again, not to my knowledge. However, you have caused harm to the police before.
Excuse me, just answer the question, thank you.
I did. Thank you, Mr. Frapples.
At any stage, did you conduct a gunshot residue or blood residue test upon myself having apprehended me?
He prepared. He prepared.
I don't believe I did personally.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's all the questions I have for Mr. Rusherson. Thank you.
Chief Rusherson, you may sit down. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Officer Lamont, your next witness.
I would like to call Juliet, Jason Dominic to the scene. Sam.
Officer Dominic, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your witness, Ms. Lamont.
All right. Mr. Dominic, would you like to tell us everything that happened to your knowledge?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go from the very start. So what happened was there was a call down at the island. I'm not too sure what it exactly said, but I think it was more for officer in distress. So with me, Officer Rusashan, and obviously you went down in Air 1. It was pitch black at night. We couldn't see anything. So I dropped you down on the island, obviously searched the building. Nothing was found. So we were found back to go back on patrol just to look for the officer because we had some random notes going around saying that he was stuck on an island, and that was the first island we checked. So, but then we get another call later to say that there was another 911 with individuals down there with an officer. It was unknown at that time who it was, but we went there anyway. I went in the Mustang. Rasasa went in Air 1. He was a lot faster than me, obviously, because in a helicopter. Then he called out on radio. He was getting shot with Class 2s and Class 1s. So that's when I interject. I went over to the island. I saw Jay Hall in a fire pit after looking around in some bushes. He had some really bad injuries. I had to call medical to come down to his location. The location it was on the same island towards the little dock areas where towards the hunting area, the Zancudo River. So Airmed came, gave him medical. So then I rushed back to hospital with him, and then an officer took over from me to aid him. But whilst that was going on, there was 1080 with obviously Bob Frapples in the boat. So that's when I apprehended him on near the dock areas near LSK.
Love you, Chloe.
So when I intercepted him, I called out 3 times whilst he docked the boat, 3 times on foot to stop what he was doing, or he'll be tased. And eventually I did tase him and then detain him at that time. Then once I did that, I found the boat had a knife in it. A weapon that was used, that was told by medical professionals that was used to kill Jay Hall. Attempted to kill Jay Hall. So then after a knife, there was used a knife that was been told by medical professionals that was found in your boat that was registered to you, that was used to kill Jay Hall. That was. That's fine. After that, I did, at the time I didn't actually know the knowledge because another officer was at the hospital. But after that, when he was released, I think, that's when we found out he was stabbed in the neck.
I actually looked behind me to see if my cat was behind me, Ken.
Also, I want to add 4 blood splatters, 4 blood pools were found on the island at the same time as the 911 was placed, and it was fresh blood. It weren't old blood.
And where exactly were these blood splatters found?
There's a little passage bit where it's got like a docking area, and that's where it was found. There was also another boat involved. I'm not too sure if I could say the other individual's name, but there was 2 boats there.
Now, the 911 in question, who did it come from?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think it was an anonymous phone call.
Okay. No further questions. Mr. Frapples?
Mr. Frapples, your witness.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Dominic. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm terrific. I am absolutely terrific. Okay, so you just mentioned in the police report, or I beg your pardon, you mentioned just a moment ago that the boat was registered to myself. Isn't that correct?
Yes, correct.
Well, I've studied the police report, and upon that it says that the boat was registered to Mr. Harry Callahan.
That may have been
Okay.
that may have been a second boat as well. I did
Yeah.
tell you about those 2 boats in question.
Yes, the second boat
Okay.
was registered.
Okay, sorry, I'm just asking the witness. Thank you. Yeah, it's just that if you can't get the information correct about the boats, it just it's just a little bit of doubt in that report there. So, okay, so throughout the arrest, did I myself threaten you at any stage? Did you feel that I was going to endanger your life at any stage?
So to be frankly honest, when it's been called out that everyone's just been shot at, obviously I'm gonna be a bit, cautious.
I understand, but I'm just asking, did I threaten you? I didn't ask, did the helicopter get threatened? I asked, did I directly threaten you? Did at any stage you feel like I was going to endanger your life?
You've been running away from police, and also the fact is, I don't know if you
Yes,
have any...
running away, not threatening. Thank you. That answers that question. At any stage, did you conduct a gunshot residue or a blood residue sample upon my person?
Sorry, I object. He can't be interrupting the witness like that. Can't be cutting off a witness like that.
Sorry, it's a yes or no answer. Thank you.
Sorry, say question again.
I wasn't cutting them off. I was asking a yes or no question.
Bob,
Thank
please repeat your question.
Okay, yes, at any stage throughout apprehending me, did you conduct a gunshot residue test or a blood examination of myself?
I don't believe so. I don't think I GSR tested you, and I don't think I took a blood sample off you, as I'm not forensics.
Okay. Did you find any of the murders officers' blood upon my person?
That's a negative.
Okay, so they mentioned as well, did you find any class 1 or class 2 firearms upon my person?
Negative.
Thank you. And during the apprehension of myself when a helicopter almost cut my face off, in what state of emotion would you say that I was in?
Objection, he doesn't need to be making comments like that.
I think it's relevant to how I behave.
Officer Roberts, I don't believe you're representing the state at this time, correct?
I do object to the way that the certain question was said.
I beg your pardon. During my apprehension, what emotional state would you say that I was in, officer?
You're pretty panicked in that sense. So you're kind of running away, kind of screaming, "You don't want to be tased. You don't want to be tased." That type of stuff. So more of a very emotional at the time.
Well, yes, that's terrific. Okay, I believe that's all my questions for Mr. Dominic. Thank you very much. You've been very cooperative.
Thank you, Mr. Dominic. You may stick down. Officer Lamont, your next witness.
I call Joshua Roberts to the stand.
I don't know why even it wasn't brought to court.
Officer Roberts, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your witness, Officer Lamont.
Right. Mr. Roberts, could you tell us exactly what happened from your point of view the night that Officer Hall was found?
Yes. I joined in relatively near the end of the situation when the boat in question that was fleeing from one was near Kea.
Jared, you good?
myself, I believe yours,
Jared?
and another officer hopped on a boat to try and give chase. Unfortunately, we had some issues with the boat to where it wasn't working correctly. We managed to catch up near. Sorry, we had to get a pickup from another L1 off of the island of KO as our boat died there. We then proceeded to Davis to pick up a vehicle, upon which we received information that the boat that was fleeing was heading up the canals, and if we could attach. Myself and yourself attached to that. When we arrived on scene, there was a boat beached up on the storm drain, and Mr. Frapples was running around. Both myself and Officer Dominic gave chase, to which Mr. Frapples was then subsequently tased and put into cuffs and transported to Davis, where he was questioned. Prior to moving him to Davis, after searching himself and the boat, we found 2 knives that we later found out that Miss Officer Hall was stabbed in the neck with a knife. After questioning down at Davis, Mr. Frapples was subsequently requiring
It's Bob
assistance,
Frapples
upon
versus
which he called his
State
lawyer.
about attempting an attempted murder versus Cap. No, not yet. Not yet, man. I got a little less than 1,000 hours.
Officer Roberts?
I have like 800 hours or like 900 hours left till I get monetized, so very close. It's like literally right around the corner.
Yeah, after he called for legal representation from his lawyer, I believe Daryl Shaw, who was identified via blood evidence to have been on the island. His lawyer was subsequently arrested while arriving at Davis. Mr. Frapples was then questioned a bit further. He refused to answer any further questions. He was subsequently released without charge on the basis that he would return for any further questioning.
Okay. And what condition would you say those 2 knives were in when you found them in the?
They seemed relatively clean. I mean, personally, I think they were a bit cleaner than a normal knife would be. But
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't hear the question. Did you just say when you found the knives in the boat? I didn't hear that. I beg your pardon.
Officer Lamont, can you repeat your question for the defendant?
Mr. Roberts, in what condition did you find the 2 knives?
As I said, they were in relatively decent condition when I found them. As I said, they looked a bit too clean, but there's no reason to suspect anything foul until afterwards. But at that point, it was too late to really take much note of.
Okay, and what would have been afterwards?
Could you explain the question?
Well, you said afterwards.
Well, I mean, I wasn't hugely involved in this case. I was just involved in this aspect of it. But maybe they'd been cleaned down purely speculation. They'd been cleaned down. It would have been hard to collect any DNA evidence.
Speculation, not relevant. Thank you.
Jaffa was involved in it though. Like,
No further questions.
I was barely involved.
Mr. Frapples, your witness.
Hey,
Thank you.
yeah, but we were just flying in a
Mr.
helicopter.
Roberts,
We
how
didn't
are
even
you,
arrest the guy.
Not too bad.
We didn't even
How's it
arrest
Oh,
him.
actually, just permission to approach the bench
Yeah.
there, Your Honor, actually first.
All right.
Just beg your pardon, I just need to clear up
I don't
one
know,
question.
but
Are any cases relating previously to this case are not relevant to this investigation? Is that
Jared had
correct?
to go, so
Any other previous case would not be relevant to this case.
Against me? Okay, perfect. Okay, well then I'll leave that question until afterwards. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Roberts. Okay, did you at any stage after the apprehension of Mr. Frapples myself conduct a gunshot residue analysis or a blood swab analysis upon my person?
all right, meeting back up.
No, I don't believe I did.
Thank you. And what were the location? You mentioned two knives. What where were these knives found exactly?
I cannot remember directly.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. During my questioning and subsequent questioning, was I uncooperative during any of those processes?
The only time I believe you could be classed as quote unquote cooperative was when you were running from police and refusing to stop and obey lawful orders.
Thank you. And yes, you possibly weren't at the arrest. That's fine. During my subsequent arrest and detention in Davis PD, you mentioned that I called my lawyer, correct?
That is incorrect. You requested your lawyer. I
Correct.
personally called your lawyer for you.
Yeah. And what was the result of you calling my lawyer there? Thank you.
Your lawyer agreed to come down to Davis, upon which he was subsequently arrested in regards to his blood being found on the island where the officer was found.
And would you say that misrepresented me
Randy,
and
it's
denied
Bob
me
Frapples
legal
versus
representation
state.
in the first instance after my arrest?
Have fun, eh? Yeah, dude, so fun. So fun.
No, because the reason to his arrest was directly linked to a case that you were involved in. There was not much I could do about that.
Well, you could have informed me. Okay, that's the judge to say. I beg your pardon. So did you find any item upon myself and my person with blood relating to the dead officer while you searched me?
Me personally, no.
Okay, and can I ask, were you on the island whenever the search was conducted there?
I was not.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. Yeah, and we've already went over the white stained knives. Okay, and the knives were found on the boat. That's perfect. Could you establish any motive that I may have had with regard to killing or kidnapping the officer?
Not without bringing up previous history, no.
Well, but any personal grievance I may have had that officer specifically that would be relevant to this case?
To me, unknown.
And with regard to the other suspect who was also inquiries into kidnapping that suspect, how would you feel? I mean, he is not here. It's relevant to the case, but how likely would you say it is that that person kidnapped the officer?
I object. Mr. Bob Frapples cannot be using previous cases against either himself or us.
This is this case I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other person in the police witness report who has also been investigated with regard to kidnapping the officer. Sure, let me see. I can refer to my notes if you wish.
One moment.
Look,
one moment, Mr. Prapples. To the officers in the back of the courtroom, the next outburst, I want the individual charged with contempt of court and sent out of here. I am tired of the noise and the disruptions from back there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Prapples.
Sir, yes, Mr. Luke Butler, how would you would say it is that he was the kidnapper of this officer and not I?
No, Mr. Prapples. We're not throwing blame in other places. This is focused on you.
I understand. It's just he is in the investigation as potentially being wanted also.
No, we're focusing this case on you, sir.
That's fine. Well, with that, yeah, I think we've covered everything. I have no more questions this episode.
All right. Officer Roberts, you may step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Judge, may I approach the bench?
Certainly.
Okay,
Your
without
Honor.
being able to use the previous incidents, is with regards to Mr. Frapples, we are unable to establish any kind of motive. So any kind of questioning is kind of hearsay at this point. That
Okay, so
regards to any kind of motive Mr. Frapples may or may not have had. As we cannot use that information.
Mr. Frapples, come up here as well.
Yeah, I'm happy for any information relating directly to that police officer or any grievance or interaction I may have had with them previous to this case being brought up. That's fine, because I do not believe that exists.
Right.
Okay, because the incident in question would be the only incident that was brought up during his questioning.
Okay. If it has to pertain to this case and only this case.
What the?
We're going to pause for a second while the officers do their job.
Harry, where you at? You upstairs? Stay up there.
Pretty scary.
Sweat, you want to come with me?
Everybody remain calm, please stay in your seats.
No, man, I'm not remaining calm. Bomb just went off. What do you mean?
What do you mean remain calm? Miss White, come with me.
You kidding me, officer?
Jeepers.
Sir, please remain calm.
What's up?
I thought supposed to have bumps.
What's happening? Is there poo in the back of my trousers? Could I need to change these trousers?
I'm just grabbing this.
Sorry, I'm just... I thought it should... I honestly thought it...
Where are we going? I'm so confused.
Let's go.
I keep getting pushed back in.
Where are you at? Mayor? Harry!
Yes, sorry.
Where are you?
I'm down upstairs. Apparently it was...
You're upstairs? Where?
balcony.
Okay. Alright, never mind. They're on the balcony. I think it was a false alarm.
I'm good to go back.
Yeah, I think it was a false alarm. They're on the balcony if you want to come up and talk to them real quick, just to make sure.
Okay.
We're good to go, Judge.
Excuse me, can you get off my lap, please? Thank you.
Yeah, outside, however,
you two. No, listen. You two. It's your final warning. You'll be charged with contempt in court. Quiet. Dude, I'm just sitting here quietly and he's sitting on my lap. Get him out of the way.
I'm gonna go back down there.
There is another issue I would like to bring up while at the bench.
Which is?
Okay, the objection that Mr. Frapples is not being charged with kidnapping and/or torture. He's being charged with the attempted murder.
Correct. It must
But he
be
continues
focused
to bring
on
it
the
up as
attempted murder.
Exactly, and it
Well,
hasn't
I'm just
been.
saying, someone else who may have done the kidnapping.
No.
Thank you.
Nope. You have to prove that it wasn't you. You cannot
that's
bring
fine.
up a third party.
That's
fine. Oh, don't be sorry, Nat. It's okay.
Yes, we are well aware of the fact that is
I'm glad
indeed
you're here.
that Mr. Officer Hall was kidnapped and tortured by another person. We are only looking at the attempt murder.
Right. And that's
Okay,
what we're
thank you.
focused on here, Bob. All right. That's the only charge being laid against you. That is what you have
Thank
to
you.
provide.
I understand.
to the jury,
That's fine.
Right. Then let's head back. And I
Correct.
believe if you have another
Perfect.
witness, Officer Lamont.
I would like to say if Mr. Bob would like to call me up as a witness, that he may do
Yes,
so.
absolutely. Yes, please.
He can do that during his time with the court.
Of course.
Right now, it's still the plaintiff's. Officer Lamont, do you have any other witnesses?
No, I do not.
All right, Mr. Frapples, your first witness, please.
Yep. I would like to call Officer Lamont up. Thank you.
Of course.
Officer Lamont, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Your witness, Bob.
Thank you. Okay. Good evening, Officer Lamont.
Good evening.
Okay, so my first question be, on a scale of 1 to 10, how accurate would you suggest the evidence gathering has been throughout this case?
Ooh,
I
good
would say
question.
a solid 7 or 8.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the police report stated that Harry Callahan was the owner of the boat that was impounded and driven by myself throughout the chase, correct?
No. Your boat
Um,
was the one that was being driven by you and that was impounded at the storm drain. The one that was found to be Mr. Callahan's was found to be on the island itself.
That's interesting because the
There
police
was a-
report inaccuracy there. So just highlighting that. Thank you. Okay, so the police report also suggests that I've been entirely cooperative throughout the investigation during the time I turned myself in for questioning twice.
This is so funny to me.
Yes, you have been.
Love it.
Okay. Okay, so let me see. Did you search the area surrounding the site of the body? Did you search the island and the area around the body?
Me personally, no.
Okay, but you've seen the details of where the blood locations were found, correct?
Yes, sir.
And with regard to the blood samplings belonging to myself, how close exactly would you say they were to the corpse?
Your blood was not found.
Thank you,
Mr. Dale
blood was not-
Shaw's, Mr. A1 Horn's, and Mr. Harley Callahan's blood was found at the scene, as per the
Thank you.
blood analysis.
My blood was not found at the scene. That's interesting. Okay, so where exactly were the knives found after my arrest? Thank you.
The knives were found in your boat.
Okay, but not on my person.
No, they were not.
And the two people who held me hostage, who Officer Russerson witnessed in the boat with me, pointing, well, beg your pardon, he said he did not witness them pointing guns at me, but I can assure you that they were.
Thank you, Nat.
Have you
Appreciate it.
taken any efforts to find out who those men were?
Mr. Frapples, you...
Frapples, no. We're not doing this.
Okay, beg your pardon. Okay. So, just a second there. So, could you connect any personal grievance or motive that I may have had to kidnap, torture, and
No.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Have you got any motive that would lead me to attempt to murder Mr. J. Hall?
Okay.
Could you establish a previous motive that I may have had a grievance against them?
Officer Lamont.
Okay. First and foremost, Mr. Frapples. Number one, you said that you were alone on the island during questioning, that you had nobody with you when you were spotted by officers with 2 other people on the boat
Okay,
with you.
sorry. I'm just asking if a previous motive to harm this officer in any way. Did I ever make a report against the officer that ever state that I had any malintention towards.
Mr. Frepples,
Please
you are
answer the
known
question.
to law enforcement for other incidences. One in
That's
particular
irrelevant
that
for
was brought up.
investigation.
One that was brought up.
Officer Lamont, please directly answer his question.
I am directly answering his question. Judge.
Sorry, the question is, did I ever state to have any previous grievance or report any incident with regard to this officer who I'm being accused of attempting to murder?
Not with this officer in particular, but with officers in general.
Okay. After my arrest, did you could perform a gunshot residue or examine my person for any traces of the dead officer's blood?
No, I did not.
Thank you. Okay, so what other items were found in my person which could have been said to be dangerous or offensive?
Nothing else was found on your person.
Thank you. So no gunshots, no weapons on my person. That's fine. Let me see. We just check these one more question. Oh, that relates to a previous investigation you had in myself. I beg your. Okay, well, I think we've covered everything. We've gone over the evidence there. I can't bring up about 3 of those questions, but that's perfect. Yes, that's all my questions. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Officer Lamont, you may step down. Thank you.
She cleans my beard.
Officer Brooks, that gentleman in red has been standing there the entire time. He needs to either sit or be removed. Now, Mr. Frapples, your next witness.
Yes. That's all my witnesses. I just wanted to cross-examine the evidence gathered against me. Thank you. I believe, yep, that's enough.
In that case,
thank you
Officer
so
Lamont,
much.
your closing statement, please.
Thank you. Thank you for
Okay.
this.
Mr. Frapples has tried to show himself as an outstanding citizen. And while I know I may not be able to bring up past incidences, he to us our relationship has not exactly been the best. And on the night in question, we received a phone call from the victim himself, not Mr. Frapples. And so it goes to show that we as law enforcement strive, excuse me, my voice. We as law enforcement strive to ensure that each and every person that comes through our door or that we interact with, has a positive interaction and that justice is ensured for everyone involved. That includes the suspects and, of course, the victims. Mr. Bob Frapples may not have tortured him, may not have kidnapped him, but he sure as attempted to murder him. Reason stating it's the fact that Mr. Frapples has a lot to lose. And it is well known in this city that you cannot hold any kind of ownership position of any restaurant or bar or mechanic shop with a criminal record, or a violent one such as that. And as this was going on, when the event occurred, he was in the running for the position of burger shot. Now, yes, there were other people there, and they have already been charged. Now, it is the duty of this court to uphold the law. And is through the law of this understanding and through the evidence of this court Mr. Bob Frapples is indeed guilty of attempting to murder Mr. Officer J. Hall, not because he knew the officer in question, but because he knew how it would look. As has been stated before by criminals in the past, that there are a lot of officers of this police department
I
who have
think
been
Bob's
known
gonna win. I think Bob's gonna win. Yeah, Bob will
or
be
have
found
been
innocent.
suggested
There's not enough
by
evidence
criminals
against
in the
him.
past to try to rack on charges.
I'm honestly surprised this was even brought to court, to be fair.
In this case, that is not the case at all. Mr. Frapples was seen fleeing the scene.
Hmm?
He was in possession of knives that may have been used to murder Mr. Hall.
That's what I'm saying. There's
During questioning, he
hardly any
lied
evidence.
and stated that
That's
there
the
was
thing.
nobody there. But we can prove that there were. With witness testimony. I understand you have the difficult task of going through all the information, trying to discern whether or not Mr. Frapples is guilty or not. But I, for one, believe that Mr. Frapples murdered Officer Hall because he had no other choice to do so. Because he would not have been believed. He would have been charged anyways. And it would have completely taken him out of the running for the
Do you think-
business that he was set to take over.
I honestly don't care who wins, to be fair. I
I thank you all for your time. I think
think
the
there
court,
could
I
have
thank
been
the
more
judge,
evidence.
And I thank members of the jury. And I hope that justice is ensured.
But Bob did a good job of covering his tracks.
Thank
So he did a really good job of like hiding it.
Mr. Frapples, your closing statement, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, members of the jury, we have just heard the closing statement of the police department there, and we cannot be sure that I committed the crime. I've proved beyond reasonable doubt there's not enough evidence to say that I was even on the island. Throughout this investigation, I have tried my best to cooperate with this police department, but I've been blocked at every
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, I
The
mean, he
evidence
probably
presented
will
before
go
you
free.
is
Just-
sham. There's no blood on me.
I gotta wait
haven't
for your
shot a
son.
gun. No gunshot residue upon myself.
Yeah.
I didn't have a gun upon my person. I was merely trying to get away from 3 lunatics or 2 lunatics in my boat who were pointing guns at my head and threatening my life. I was terrified. Put yourself in my shoes. I was on a boat out relaxing day whenever I have no idea what sort of terrorist showed up and completely spoiled it. I've been dragged through the coals here. My good name has been ruined. I'm a businessman trying to start out as a successful burger restaurateur. And yeah, I believe that the evidence is not enough. The knives were not found upon my person. They were found on a boat after I don't know what, but they were not found upon my person. They were not found with any blood upon them. I was not found with any blood upon them. It is not your job to find me guilty, but look into your hearts. Do you really think there's enough evidence in front of you here today to convict me of murdering a police officer? Other people are still wanted for this investigation. One man is assumed to have done the kidnapping. It is out of my character to murder a man helpless upon the ground. I will leave you with a quote. As you go to think about the evidence you've heard here today, hold on to your own convictions. You are the line, the evidence. If that evidence or the lack of that evidence doesn't give rise to that still small voice in your head that there is reasonable doubt, you just keep it that way and beware. The justice needs to be done here today. It is so much better, and I think the law provides that there are 1,000 guilty ones go free, that one innocent defendant here be convicted of a crime he did not commit. I place my welfare in you, the jurors' hands.
All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard from both parties at this point. You have heard the state's case of attempting to charge Mr. Frapples with attempted murder of an LEO, and you have heard Mr. Frapples' defense of such. at this time, we will ask that you head back to the juror room to decide on if the state proved without a reasonable doubt that Mr. Frapples did this deed. The vote must be unanimous, so please stay within that chamber until it's done, and then we will ask for you to come out.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Could we have one officer please post inside of there?
I'm gonna head in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a solicitor. I'm picking up a new career path.
Oh, so sorry. Oh, Bob.
You want me inside, Judge, or do you want me on the outside?
I'd rather one of you sat on the inside to make sure they didn't come out.
Okay,
Let's go, Bob.
Sure you're not standing in a spot that forces you guys to shout?
If you wish to speak,
We love you, Bob.
and Kat, please step outside of the courtroom. We will send a runner to bring people back in.
Do we?
Okay. Can we all hear each other?
Yeah, you just can't go outside.
You can change your voice boxes now.
Was there
Yeah,
questions?
No, we just can't stand outside of the table where everyone will hear us.
Oh yes.
You are shy.
You should be as
No,
long
I'm
as you
not.
stand about right here or.
Yeah, I was
maybe
stood
a
over
little
there. It
bit
made me
closer.
louder.
Random parts of the room.
Sorry.
Okay, I need a smoke. Okay. Is there a
Yeah,
private
but
smoking
you
room?
won't.
Beauty, you all
Uh,
beauty, you lads on
We could
TV.
go down to the
Yes.
Oh,
the holding cells.
You have to speak with the judge.
Can I give you some
One
advice?
second.
Because
Oh, no, it's
Stay.
alright.
Mr.
because
Roth,
I'm the holding cells, then it'll be
Mr. Roth,
very far away.
Yes, bro.
the jury are requesting to go down to the holding cells due to the microphone picking up them talking.
That's fine. They can go speak down there. But they do have to go in there to vote with their special eye.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll go downstairs.
You are not helping yourself, kid.
Here we go.
Damn, George, slow down.
Rosarson, Chief. If Mr. Bonson can't behave, go ahead and charge him with contempt of court and send him away.
We'll hear that.
Would people please not interact with the defendant until his case is over?
Right. The exit.
In the middle, please. One of you officers stay
Behind the
with
barrier.
Mr. Apples, please.
There in the denim, behind the barrier.
One of you guys go stay with Mr. Apples, please.
Sorry. Can I just, yeah.
What is going on?
Excuse me. I just gotta.
Yes, Steve.
Mr. Frapple's not here, please.
Okay, well, I just need a bit of fresh air. Just
Okay.
need a bit of fresh air.
I'll be
Okay.
escorting you outside, just
Thank
like.
Refrain from speaking.
Okay, I beg your pardon. That's fine. The door's locked. It's fine. I'll just stand near the door here and
All
suck
right,
a bit
we
oxygen
need to
through.
move Mr. Frapple's
Okay,
and
thank
through
you.
here. Let him go at the front or either here. We need to get him out. Thank you.
No, we unlocked the door.
Yeah, sure.
Jeez.
No residue. No
I just wanna see what
The knives were on the boat, but not on him.
Did-
Anybody
did-
Does anybody here think he's guilty?
No.
There's two MU out there. Let me make sure that they stay here. Our door's locked. Beautiful.
From what they've said.
They haven't proven it.
Yeah.
Once the jury finishes with their deliberation, they will go into the jury room.
So I think we're done here.
You could have been doing anything there.
So we're ready to vote that they haven't. They've failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so quick.
Sweet and simple.
Alright. Hold on. Let me go tell them that you guys are ready. Give me a second.
We need to go to the actual room to vote.
Oh yeah, that's right. Actual room.
Remember me? You were with Mr. Harrison. That's not very nice.
Jump.
Ow!
Don't trip her.
Ow!
Ooh, nice tattoos. You alright?
I'm looking at my skin.
Why did
No.
I police
Oh
officer
my
do
god,
that thing
it's
to me?
skin.
No, I didn't.
I mean, stick his finger up at me.
Let me grab.
What's your position here? What do you do?
I'm the Chief Justice. I was the judge on the case the entire
What's
time.
that officer's
Oh,
name?
okay.
David,
That was
can I have
it's
you
kind
real
of hard
quick?
to see back here.
Sir.
Yeah, hang on, I gotta check.
Rollins, how can I help you?
How do you
This
feel that you
officer
are
is being
departing
rude
just
to
like
me and
Crumble?
swearing at me.
They've come to a verdict. They've come to a verdict.
Did they hang on?
He
Yeah.
stuck his finger up at me.
I agree.
He did.
You want to tempt the court?
No, you should have to say. You should have to put yes in the relevant box.
Check his body cam. He stuck his fingers up at me.
Knox, only 2 people have
Somebody
voted.
stick their fingers in their ass. What?
They're doing it right now.
Murphy.
They've come to
Yeah.
a verdict. Yeah.
The court, please.
Yeah, I think
I need it. I need it all in the book.
Okay.
Left-hand corner once you've.
Yeah, it just keeps saying for me that it's only type yes in one box, but I was. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Sure, you got it, Murphy.
Oh my god, I should have put it in the wrong one.
Rubbish.
There we go. Thank you.
Has everyone done it?
Everyone finished?
I see only 4 votes.
I'm good. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, Fuego.
Ralph, what are you doing?
You guys gotta come. Give you look at that
Twix.
thing out there.
Ralph, you can't be out
A
here.
bottle of water because
You can't be up here, Ralph.
I've gave him a drink and
Yeah, I appreciate it, Ralph.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
The
I need
jury
to
has
speak
come
to you
their
quickly.
decisions.
I'm
I need
still
to-
waiting for total tally to show up on the record. Right now, I only have 4 of them. 4 out of the 8.
I need to speak
Anyone who
to
has,
you
can we go
private
stand this
very
end?
quickly.
Let's go.
Oh, well, that.
Clearly not.
Let's just get everyone to submit it one at a time. One at a time, please. When you've done, come stand that.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, stand over there.
Hey Murphy.
Hey man, did you fix the microphone?
Good talk, Murphy.
Why am I shouting again? I can see you looking at us.
I just lost $4,000.
Yeah. I already had a better tech life than microphones.
I'm not gonna lie, most of this jury thing has been because the system
Shut up,
is
Ralph.
Hey man, that's why you went to Eclipse for repairs, right?
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah, man.
fixed your goddamn
Just to double
microphone.
check, it will tell you if
I don't
you've
know if
done
the
it.
officer there just
if
didn't
you're
warn me
not.
when I walked past.
Yo,
Ralph.
I lost $4,000.
Yeah, you've already.
Yo, Ralph.
Is
Yo,
that
check
everyone?
your car, man. It's got no more armor in it, man.
You go in. There's still some more people to
I'm just
try.
fixing something.
There's you 3 left to try.
It's broken, Murphy.
No, it shouldn't be.
I can. Everyone can hear me from over here.
Go to that side, please. Go to that side. You should be able. I'm still double tapping things.
Sorry.
Can you hear things over there?
Do it, Lauren. I'll catch you.
Can't complain.
Cables everywhere. You know, there's things. It's all wires and.
Thanks.
Come on.
Okay, up there, Harry.
We still only have 4 votes in.
Literally broken.
Okay.
Are they still deliberating?
Hey, drop me.
Mr. Ross, I can confirm that.
Luke, are you on the radio?
I believe the ballot system is malfunctioning.
Is it? Okay.
Mayor?
So it's unanimous for what I think it is.
Yeah, no, it
Are you
is
alright?
100% unanimous. We decided
Okay.
in the.
David, just come in here real quick, and we can all tell you personally.
You go up from round?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, John.
He's.
Okay, so it sounds like the voting system is having an issue.
Thank you.
Alright.
Take off your mask.
Take off your mask first, and I'll tell
God,
you.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Take off your mask first, and I'll tell you.
I get a really itchy trigger finger when I see you cuffed.
Knox, could you go and grab anybody that's out in the hallway that wants to come back? Have them all
Are
settle
you
down
going to
in
say the
the
verdict,
gallery.
or do you want us to say the
Yeah.
verdict?
I will probably have you say the verdict.
You got it, Bob.
You go back.
You haven't touched my berries. Look, search me.
Yeah.
No.
Alright. Is there anyone out here waiting to speak, or is this it?
We sent
Or sit?
runner out to grab anybody who was out in the hallway waiting. We'll announce the verdict here shortly.
All good, sir.
All right. Madam Floor Person, would you please read the verdict? How do you find Mr. Frapples?
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
Hey, go on, Bob.
We love you, Bob. We do.
Love you, Bob.
There you go, you did it. Like I said.
Oh, Bob.
As such, Mr. Frapples.
Yeah, baby! I am not a crook. I am not a crook. I am not a
Mr.
crook.
Frapples.
Yes.
This court has found you not
Yes.
guilty.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Justice has prevailed. Justice has prevailed.
Addition.
Ralph, shut up.
No.
Just want to say, I'm still standing after
Mr. Frapples,
all
this
this
is still a
time.
courtroom.
Okay, well, sorry, I'm just extremely happy. Listen,
I
justice has
understand.
prevailed. Well, yep, I'm not a crook. I had no grievance against that man. I did not hurt him.
Who is
I
that
hope
man
that you
standing
do
in the
find
sea?
the people the responsible
let me wrap
for
this up
crime.
so we can let people go, please.
Thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your time. Thank you for doing your civic duty. At this point, you are released. Mr.
Yay.
Frapples, you're free to go as well.
Thank you.
Go on,
Thank
walk
you.
out as a free man,
Okay.
Frapples. Go on.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Frapples. Mr. Frapples. You've been sent your bail money
Writing
back.
on the front and the
Where's your lawyer?
Mr. Judge.
Yes.
But you don't
Court
pay
fees?
yourself.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Since it was the state, we don't take court
JJ
fees.
guys.
Okay.
Since the
Fine,
state
make
lost,
sure.
rather, we don't take court fees.
Good game, guys.
Of course, and thank you for
Chloe.
your time.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you as well.
Yes, David, I just needed to speak to you if you have a moment.
Due to the nature of this, could we see about making sure that anything that cannot be used in
Excuse
court be
me.
made aware to both parties before the court
He's a
ensues?
such one see my bum. That's not a problem.
Certainly.
As that would have been certainly helpful.
Yeah, we can make sure that
'Cause-
for next time.
I just
What's up,
want to make sure
Harley?
she
How you
sees my
doing?
bum. She said, I heard, there you go. Beautiful.
All right.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go to the
Outside.
back office. We'll talk to her.
Mr. Frapples!
Get
Mr.
out of here,
Frapples!
God almighty.
Mr. Frapples! Mr. Frapples! May I shake your hand?
Of course you
Been a
can.
pleasure.
Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure. You've been an excellent person to go up against.
Of course, and you as well.
Hello.
Perfect. Thank you.
Congrats on your,
Okay.
on your,
Thank you. Well, I really hope that you find the person.
Of course, Mr. Frapples.
Can't hear you if you're
No,
speaking.
she's a very competent police officer. I will not have it said again her. She's a very fine thing. Okay, I wish you the very best and find the criminal.
David,
Mr. Frapples.
when are we
Yeah,
getting
1 second.
paid?
Did you not get paid just now?
I
Hang
don't
on 1
think
second.
so.
Okay, Miss White.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get paid now?
No.
Did you? Okay, I'll work with Harry on that.
What do you need?
Mr. Judge, can I talk to you, please?
I'm in the middle of something. I can talk to you in a minute.
Can I talk to you as well?
Oh, what do you want to say as well?
Aye, because I want to try to sue some people.
Yeah. I mean, the judge knows about me, right? He said he was going to give me a list of lawyers I can contact.
I've got his the thingy's name, yeah, David.
Wow, I was going to try and talk to Frapples because he didn't tell me if he was going to be an attorney or not. Frapples did quite a good job, man. I think that kind of guy on my
Can
side.
you or Chief K come down to my
Get out.
office?
Out of here.
Knox.
What are you doing with the mask on? Get out.
Say hello, mate. I was gonna go
Alright,
get on my bike,
cool.
but
I'll see you
I
guys
need
in
to
a
find
minute.
out how I get paid.
You're not allowed in here. It's the office.
You
the judge's
literally,
office.
of all
Literally
people,
trespassing.
George,
Yeah.
know better than
Out.
doing that. How stupid can you be? Get out of here, George. You almost got
He also
shot.
just literally had 2 bomb threats.
You
and
just
somebody
ran in
trying
here
to
with a
blow stuff
helmet
up
on,
upstairs.
full
I
bore.
didn't
Get
think
out,
about
George.
that.
Go away.
What's going on?
You've been
How do I
here.
get paid?
So
Leave.
Miss
We'll
White
talk about
here,
it. Go. God.
wanted to discuss somebody lying under oath. Let me lock my door so nobody does anything.
I'm scared I'm shouting because things are saying things. Get over here and more.
Okay.
Maybe I need to come over here.
Yeah, I was.
Was that you that was singing that?
George, how stupid can you be, bro? Like, what the fuck was that?
Knock and knock.
Hello.
Hello.
You got shot. It's 20k. It's 20k. Yes, because I think his name's William. He has the same. He got shot.
Luke.
Aye, so was him. He got shot.
Luke.
Yes.
Are you guys good?
We are indeed. He has to do a couple things after
No.
this.
No,
but I
this
think
Yeah, we're just
we're-
gonna do an engine. Keep on, but yeah, we're all good. Case is all done.
He's been asking.
We're in the judges' chambers right now.
Yeah, we're just heading over to get this coupon print.
All right.
Hello, gents. Bravo 1 Slayer. Bravo 1 Slayer.
I don't know.
The fucking guy with the cowboy hat.
Oh no, I don't know. I want to take his hat and bin it.
Cheers, boys.
There you go, sit in the judges.
Laugh what happened. I was there and
Is that you
enjoyed
saying that?
it. Yeah, it's just... People don't be using their brains, bro.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, bandage. Sorry.
Chief, there's someone asking about you out
Thanks,
there.
guys. All right.
No clue. They're just
Now you can
talking
get
about
out.
you.
Dave.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You said you'd give me a list of lawyers I can contact about the case I
Yeah,
want to file.
what's your email?
Come on, Shadow.
It was one of them.
No, thanks, guys.
David, can I get a list of lawyers as well?
Crazy, man.
Yeah, do that so I can...
Good court, guys.
Where's the rest of the team?
I think they're upstairs. Are you guys upstairs? Luke?
That is a negative.
Where are you guys?
I don't remember what it's called. Hardware store? Question mark? Grove. Or some printing.
Okay. At the hardware store near Grove. You want to go?
Yeah, why would they be out there?
Are you guys coming back here, or do you want us, Chloe and I, to come meet you?
That's a him question for sure. Give him a moment though.
And do you not have a radio, Chloe?
No, I gave you mine.
There's none in the lockers upstairs or anything?
No, I don't have access to them. Are we going to them or are they coming back?
It's undecided yet.
I'm gonna
I don't even know.
Sorry, yeah, you can pop down if you want. I don't know
That's
how
crazy,
long
wasn't
until
it?
the officer gets down here that I need to give it to.
Walk so fast,
it might be like a couple minutes.
Okay, that was just with Chloe. She doesn't have a radio though, so. You want us to come meet you guys or what?
Yeah, do you wanna pop down then? You know where the printer is?
Yeah, the hardware store near Grove.
Yeah, we're down there.
Alright, we'll be there in 5.
I've got my Osiris over here.
Beautiful.
Which one? Oh, you're Sarah, sorry. Oh, God, sorry. You okay? It's the heels that must have got stuck.
Like that? Okay. Do you want to drive?
Oh, sure.
Here you go.
Boom. See you later, thanks. Just kidding. Jeez Louise.
Oh god, we might need fuel. Oh no, it's fine.
Jeez.
You like it?
Yeah, can I have it for free?
No. You can drive it
Nice.
whenever you like, though. Follow was
Scared me.
scared.
Scared me.
Like, okay, what do we do? Uh-oh.
I'm just so like scared now.
I literally got a speeding ticket in this earlier for apparently doing 71 in a falling.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I don't believe it happened.
Then maybe when I become a full DT, I could use this if I want to go undercover.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
How are we?
Hello.
I just reported an officer for lying under oath.
Oh
Ooh.
no. Are we about to see another case?
Which one?
Jason Dominic.
Oh no.
Yeah, he talked in detail about medical records. That A, that's not what they say, and B, PD never asked for medical records or asked for our medical opinion on the weapon used or what caused them. So
I love when they were
he lied.
like, have you done any sort of GSR test or blood test? No.
No. Yeah, and
Yeah,
everybody,
that's when I
it
knew
was
it
all
was done. The case was
everything
done.
was. I wasn't there, but I wasn't involved, but and it was like, why the hell are you guys witnesses then? You didn't witness anything.
I was like, I was saying to Luke, when are we getting the evidence? When's the evidence?
Well, that's what I
coming up?
said. I was like, they've talked about medical records, but they've not provided any. They've talked about GoPro footage, but they haven't provided any. What have we got? They've not actually given us anything. It's just their word against his at this
True.
point.
It's very true. Very, very.
I'll have
very
a
true.
I'll have a chat with them and let them know, like, in the future what's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Because if you arrive with just word of mouth, it's not going to go too.
Better if it's kind of like, you know, if they do it on like a drive and share it with everybody's emails.
Yeah.
Because then we can
Yeah,
actually
well, that's
see
what
what's
we-
going on. I know that's
what
what happened
we
before.
set up, but they didn't have anything to show.
No. But then
So
surely
it's
it
like-
shouldn't have even got to court if you haven't got any evidence. Like, how did it even get that far, you know?
I think it was brought up by the other side, and it must have been they were like because it must have been they were going through the discovery process. So they were like, yeah, we'll go to court. We just need to do the discovery process first. And then by the time that like the discovery process is done, like the date was set, and it just seems like that discovery process didn't really have much fruit. Who knows? Who knows? Just waiting for this officer to turn up so I can get their coupon, and we can run away. Yeah, this is dodging the
When do the
place.
jurors
It's
get
dangerous.
paid for it?
Did it not pay you?
Not that I'm
Should
aware
it
of,
should
but I
have
was
it should have
talking-
paid you, or maybe he needs to put it through the system first. Maybe he hasn't closed the case. So when he closes it, it should pay you. Sit tight. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll contact everyone. I'll get more there. I'll get more
To be
paid.
fair, I don't really ever look, so I wouldn't know if I have been paid or not.
Oh no.
He did
Oh,
have a
no.
lot of people waiting for him, so he might have just not got around to closing it yet.
So I can have a look. We got paid.
So hungry, you know. Ooh, spray painted this. What is this?
Answer is no, you didn't get paid. I'll contact everyone. Who knows?
What are you doing out
Print
here?
stuff. We needed to print a coupon off, the engine coupon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it came over, yeah. But well, this one, yeah, ready to go. But I've just got to wait for the officer to make their way down here. I should say head down. I think you've got to drop the swap van first.
Oh, okay.
Take your time, Nat.
No
Don't worry.
worries. Do we all want want to dance in the meantime?
Yeah, I'm down.
I would love to.
Where? Right here?
You just walking in
Yeah,
circles.
just here. That's how I dance, okay? Don't shame me for my dancing. I want to see you do something better.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, what the hell's that? Your arm's coming through your groin. Get your
Don't
arm away from
worry
your
about
groin.
it, yeah.
Move your hand. Why's your hand there? What are you doing?
Alright, you know what?
Oh my god. Don't do that
I'll do the
in public,
breakdancing.
please. Oh my god,
What
he's
is
getting naked. He's
going
got his clip on tie on.
Not the clip-on tie.
Oh my goodness.
So where did?
Nailed it down.
Okay. Well,
Am I doing it right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Sure.
I support it.
you support it as to not.
Yeah, I support everything he does. Why not?
Okay. Interesting take, but all right.
The most interesting of all take?
Well, one of the most controversial too.
Nah, no more contra. Have you heard of Taxgate?
Have you heard of dancing?
Taxes? That was very.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's like a war. Just
Chloe's ending her live right now, so we're just dancing for her ending little segment. Oh shoot, the cops. We gotta run. Oh wait. Oh wait.
Okay, all right.
Hold on here.
What the hell is going on?
That's
no, wait, you're
worse.
illegally
That's
Like, you
worse
made it
with
so
the
much
vest.
worse.
That's worse with the vest.
I know.
Illegally parts and everything. Hello.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm just robbing you.
Hi, Ellie.
Okay,
Mm.
Thank you.
Alright, I should stop. I should put my clothes back on.
Yeah, you really should. That tie's not covering much, I will not lie.
Wow.
Oh my god.
In a good
I'm
way.
a grower, not a shower. Jesus.
If it's that high up on your body, I'm a little bit concerned.
No comment.
Steal your eyes.
We trust this lady?
Can I steal your eyes for a minute?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
I'm gonna steal
Nope. Thank you for the your time, Mr. Mayor, and thanks for the work case. Of course. I mean, and I'm not mad. I'm actually quite pleased with how it turned out. It's more of like time frame, because by the time we would have gone and done all that, we never would have gotten anything anyways, because of course, you know, how long the chase went, to, you know, the fact that water was involved, it was more of like, you know, we were limited with the mechanics of things. It did.
Boom.
No, it's just that motive thing. That's what it is. Hard to prove that somebody is capable of doing something like that.
Sus.
Giving me things.
But you know what? Some positive has come out of it, you know?
I can't even. Oh my! It's not abuse. She's abusing. Stealing things from me.
I'm gonna grab some paper.
You gave me it.
I
He
did not.
gave me it. He was like,
oh my god.
here, this is for you.
No, I did not.
Ow. Guys, you need to stop. I am
Never
actually
left my
going to
mouth.
go to the hospital if you don't stop. Thank you.
Okay, you gotta die.
If I have to take that off your cold dead body.
Goodbye. Oh my god,
I
criminal
will,
threats.
and you know.
Officers! Officers!
She's right there to the left.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not actually going to report him for that. It's going to make him think I am.
Jeez. Mierda!
She's distracted. I'm not gonna get into it, but she's not paying any attention.
I mean,
she's out of her mind right now.
Worried that she's gonna bleed out and die, and the next thing you know, she just stopped it.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bleed. No, I said if they carried on, I would.
What's up, Ivy? Softwag, how you doing? Alright, do you want me to drive? Get out.
She's gonna drive away now.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? I don't know where we're going.
Back to the office?
I guess so. Let's head back there. Let's figure out.
Alright, alright. We can dance for me when I get back to the office.
Yeah, that's fine.
I actually kind of really want this car. Like,
Yeah?
I want to just be able to borrow it, rather. I don't want to pay for it.
You can use it whenever.
Well, I think it'd be good if when I became a full-on DT and I could use a little undercover car. It's like not attached to me too, so it's like not my name. Ooh, shit.
Multiple times. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I think that's good fun. You know, at least you know what you're doing.
What are you guys talking about?
Of course.
Robbing
What are you talking
banks.
Oh, nice. Just better for city funding, I presume.
City
Yeah,
funding,
especially
that's
when you're
personal
forced to do it.
funding. Oh.
It's kidnap, you know. Yeah, that's. He respond?
Wow!
Oh my god.
Road rage. How'd you lose a tire? That's unfortunate.
Please don't slap.
Is anyone of you a mechanic?
Negative.
You're gonna have to call one of the cars.
That is unfortunate. That's what you call bad luck.
That is, well, bad luck. I think it's just funny. Done our AC when I jumped from the top of the screen.
Excuse me, get out of my car, ma'am. Thank you.
Are we ready to
Can't believe it.
How do I close this door? Why doesn't it just close?
Can't believe you'd say that to me.
I'm just kidding.
The door's a little bit dodgy. Sometimes you have to get on
Oh,
the
there
roof
it
to
is.
close it.
Yeah. Okay, you guys want to dance with me real quick?
Sure.
That's not a
What do you think
thing.
about these skills?
Okay, bye guys. Love you.
Easy.
I'm ending.
Doing donuts. Let's go.
We're getting off. We're doing things. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate it so much. Okay. Bye.